It's not even that big of a snake, so when it really throws its body forward into a strike, it can throw its whole body with it. Like, just being this close is dangerous with a Chinese sharp-nosed viper. To come off right over there, you see that? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, she actually has a stuck eye cap. And I'm gonna have to remove that. The forest cobra has crazy muscles built around the head compared to any other cobra. Going real slow not to hurt the eye. Perfect, look at that. We just took off the eye cap with ease, but you can see it's in one little unit, so if that doesn't come off with the rest of the shed, it could be a future problem. What is going on, beautiful people? I was just cleaning up some enclosures today here in the snake house at the Everglades Outpost, and I had to soak my Chinese sharp-nosed viper, and I've been going through all these enclosures, cleaning, doing some minor maintenance, nothing really worth filming, and then I noticed a snake that you guys haven't seen in a while actually went through shed. If we look right here, this is the forest cobra's enclosure. This is the largest, longest true cobra on the planet because the king cobra is considered a different species or a different genus. And if we look in here, the forest cobra is actually shed. This is the first time it's shed in quite some time. So we're going to clean its enclosure. There's a bit of poop in the corners. We're going to take the animal out, show it off to you guys because you haven't seen that beautiful lady in a long time. And we're going to get our enclosure nice and clean. Allison the black mamba has been going to the bathroom a lot because she had that big meal. She had 3 medium rats. And now I got to go clean up some other poops, but that's okay. We got something interesting cooking over here. The Chinese sharp-nosed viper was in need of a soaking. So we put them in this little barrel over here, locked it up, let them soak for about an hour, and now it's time for it to come out. If you guys remember, this snake actually had some stuff shed for quite some time, and we've been soaking it repeatedly, trying to get that shed to throp off, and it's been working. Leave that hook right there. Perfect. Look at this. The snake had crystal clear water to soak in, and since she's been sitting in there, she's gone to the bathroom. That skin's starting to throp off even more. It's doing wonders for her. So I'm gonna bring her out. Let me move the bucket to the side a little bit. And Ruth starts to back up because she knows how dangerous this snake is. This animal has a strike range that will leave your jaw dropping. This snake is not just a beautiful animal, but it's literally a missile. You know, this animal can easily pick up any heat signature, but at the same time, it's so accurate with its strike. It's not even that big of a snake, so when it really throws its body forward into a strike, it can throw its whole body with it. Like, just being this close is dangerous with a Chinese sharp-nosed viper. You do not want to make a mistake around this species. I've known a few people who've been in very bad situations with this species where they thought they were good to go using tools. They weren't even trying to put their hand on the tail of the snake, trying to tail it. They were working with the animal, and even with the tools, a snake just about this size shot out of the enclosure, sprung off the back, and latched itself onto the guy's finger, nearly died. This snake is very potent when it comes to its venom, and it's also just a snake you want to give the utmost respect just because its strike range is insane. Now, I'm going to have him head in that direction for a couple seconds. I'm going to try and see if I can get this little bit of skin to come off. And it's working. This is the last little bit of stuff shed. I'm not talking about the neck area because we still got a little bit up there, but I'm not going to try and get that off with my hands. So if you see my hands right here, that skin just throthed off after soaking. Now he's good to go. He just needs that little bit of skin to come off right over there. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. This is a snake that will fly over its own body in a split second, and that's why you got to keep your guard up at all times when working with this species. So what I was trying to do was get that little piece of skin off right there. There we go. I'm using the friction of the rubber handle to help move it off. For the most part, it's starting to come off. Alright guys, got the rest of that skin right there, fell off. We're good to go. Now, let's get this Chinese sharp-nosed viper back inside its enclosure. So as you guys just saw, in a split second, this snake can fly over its own body and land fangs in you. Obviously keeping my attention to the head at all times, because since this is an animal with no limbs, the head is all you need to worry about, because that is what's going to deliver that deadly dose of venom. Look at this snake. What's really interesting is it's not just does he wag his tail around when he's upset, but that, like a lot of colubrids and viper species will do to warn predators, shaking the leaves around, making that rattling sound to simulate a rattlesnake. That's how you can tell they're upset, but this snake will also hiss dramatically, which is not too common for a lot of vipers. Usually they'll just use the wagging of their tail and striking, but this one loves to hiss. So this snake's got quite the vocalization when it comes to being upset. Let's not keep this animal out for too long. As you guys know, it's a pretty dangerous snake, and we have lots more to deal with today. Right after this, we're going to be dealing with one of Africa's deadliest snakes, the forest cobra. So let's get this beautiful Chinese sharp-nosed viper back in the enclosure. Close that glass. Perfecto, nice and safe, nobody got bit, we're good to go. But just like you guys saw in a split second, if you're not paying attention when you're working with venomous reptiles, it's that little sliver of a second it takes for you to be looking away, distracted. And for people who film with wildlife, the big thing is, you are presenting to the camera, but you can't forget you've got a venomous reptile right in front of you. You gotta keep your eyes on target at all times. Look at him, he's striking at the glass right now. This is an animal that deserves the utmost respect, so you always want to give it the most attention possible when handling them. You never want to veer your attention away for even a split second. That's all it takes. You got a fang in you, or two fangs in you, and then you got 1,000 steps left, because that's that snake's nickname. All right, so let me get this locked up, get this nice and secure, and we're going to put this Chinese sharp-nosed viper back up next to the pygmy rattlesnake, and we're going to move on to the beautiful African forest cobra. Danger. All right, guys, we're going to be putting this big old forest cobra inside the snake holding receptacle. Before putting the snake in there, we're going to open up the lid and be ready for it. Guys, I forgot I had a snake in here before. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Ruth, stand back, please. Use the zoom. I didn't realize I forgot the snake in this can. Big mistake. Could have been lethal. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm really nervy right now. This is not something I handle often. Give me 1 second. All right, I got it. Ruth, ready? All right, guys. Ruth, back up, back up. Ruth, move. All right. Now that we're done dealing with that hectic situation, we can take out this forest cobra. Let's see, I believe she's hiding inside her hide right there. Let's slide the glass back. I'm gonna flip the little hide and see what's going on. She could very well be on the lip too, so we gotta be careful. There she is. All right, cool. You know, she's in her hide, she's hiding right now, so I'm just gonna take that glass out, make it easier, because we got a lot of stuff to take out of here. And that hide has to come out too. Get that flip for a second. Oh, look at her, she's already getting defensive. Like I said, I haven't handled her a whole lot. I just been letting her do her thing. Come on. Oh, relax. It's okay. Oh, you're looking beautiful. Look at you. Beautiful forest cobra, western forest cobra. And this species is the longest true cobra on the planet. Look what she's doing on my hand right now. Her typical stabbing with the tail. She's got that modified scale as a distraction. On the tip of her tail, she'll stab whatever predator's trying to predate on her. And she'll stab it with that modified scale on the tip of the tail, trying to distract the predator and make it let go. Look at that, she's just stabbing away at my arm. Look at that. That is insane. And a good distraction if you've never worked with a snake like this, because you'd think, oh, it just bit me, just envenomated me. But no, they've got that special modified spike that just stabs into your skin right there. Look, she's going at it like crazy. All right, let me get my hook, because she's getting a little cantankerous. Such a beautiful snake. This, like I said, it's a western forest cobra. There's a couple different forest cobras, and I believe this would be the biggest species. Not one of the most beautiful out there, but definitely one of the coolest. All right, guys, we're gonna put her inside the snake holding receptacle. Oh, she's checking you out. Oh, she likes you, Ruth. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, she's so crazy. Very athletic snake. Oh, that's why you gotta be real careful with this species, because in a split second, they could easily shoot up their own body and bite you right in the chest. Real hectic species. You know, that's funny because this is not even a full-grown snake. They can get huge. They can get upwards to 10 feet long. That is a decent-sized cobra. All right, guys, she's secure. We're good to go. Let's clean out her enclosure. Let's see. Take out her water. We're gonna get that nice and fresh. And then she's got all this skin in here. Not one whole shed, but in big chunks spread around the enclosure. There we go. There's another chunk right there. So this is good. She's looking great. She's got some good size to her. And hopefully she'll get nice and big in the future, because she still has the potential to get a bit bigger than that. And I'm thinking, why not get her a boyfriend down the road and breed forest cobras? They're a really cool species. the longest true cobra on the planet, because the king cobra is not considered to be a true cobra. All right, guys, I got the spiciest little meatball right there. I'm just gonna dispose of it. Boop. There we go. Not much poop in there to worry about, just that shed skin. Now I'm gonna get some fresh water, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we got the fresh water. I'm putting it right in there, and I'm gonna stick the glass right back into this enclosure, and we're good to go. Real simple maintenance for this little lady. You know, she's been minding her own business. I got so many snakes in here that I handle some of these more often than the others because there's a lot more maintenance for them. For her, she's been pretty easy to take care of. You know, she's got the little petit poops, so cute. Oh, so easy to take care of. And for the shed, I'm gonna throw the shed away because I still have a Cocoon Viper shed and a really big chunk of King Cobra shed to give away to guests that come here. I'm not gonna hold on to this. It's not much to hold on to anyways. Throw that away. Let's put back this beautiful little girl. Let's see. What is she up to? I'm gonna use the hook to open it up because of course, with a snake like this, I'm not gonna take the risk of just walking up on her. Here, she's coming down and she's just hanging out at the bottom of the bucket. You can get a good shot of her. And now you can really just see how beautiful her colors are without her darting around so much. Look, she's immediately just going in circles. All she wants to do is just get away. Look how beautiful this cobra is. Look at that. Let's see if she'll just relax for a second. Look how beautiful. She's investigating like crazy. See her gaping her mouth open like that? It's okay. Look at her. What a beautiful snake. Oh, she actually has a stuck eye cap. And I'm gonna have to remove that. Guys, get a good look at her right eye. Look at that. Her right eye actually has an eye cap that's stuck. So I'm gonna have to assist her in getting that off so she doesn't have any future damage, because if she doesn't get that off, she could potentially become blind. I'm gonna get some little tweezers to make this easier because she's got such a small head compared to a king cobra. I'm gonna get some little tweezers and we're gonna remove that eye cap. So let me just get her back inside this container and we're gonna remove that cap so she's good to go. All right, beautiful people, we've got our little tweezers to remove that eye cap. Now, like I said, we're removing this eye cap because if you don't remove something like this and it continues to build up over the periods of shedding over and over again, this snake will have a buildup of the eye caps and eventually go blind from the damage of not having a clear membrane. Now, let me just take out the snake first. I'm going to actually put the tweezers right there on the floor where I'm going to pin the snake. Let's get this cobra out. Oof. I've never had to pin this cobra, so let's hope it goes nice and smooth. Relax, relax, relax. Yoy, look at that. All right, guys, we've got this beautiful forest cobra. I'm holding it, and you guys can get a good look at its fangs. We never pin our snakes behind the head because we don't want to stress them out. We only do it in very, very necessary situations like right now with the stuck eye cap. But you can see a clear eye on the left side, perfectly clear. And then you see on the right side, that skin just didn't come off. There is a layer of skin on the eye that sheds with the whole entire shed when they go through that shedding process. And if that eye cap doesn't come off, it can be detrimental to their health. But look, can you guys see the sheets that the fangs are hidden inside? The fangs on this cobra are immense. Look at that. And he can actually twist and contort his head to bite me on the thumb if I don't hold him right. So let's get this done nice and fast. Oi! Look at that. Look at those fangs. And even his teeth that just help grip onto the prey on the bottom jaw that are not fangs, they're just teeth. They're big too. I can see them poking out of those gummy sheets. He's got a good set of teeth inside that skull. Now, I gotta be real careful. Yoy! Gotta be real careful with this. The forest cobra has crazy muscles built around the head compared to any other cobra. Going real slow not to hurt the eye. Perfect, look at that. We just took off the eye cap with ease, but you can see it's in one little unit, so if that doesn't come off with the rest of the shed, it could be a future problem. Look at this snake. She is so angry. Let's get her back inside her enclosure and give her the space she deserves. This is going to be the most dangerous part. Let me just make sure I got my hook ready to go. Ready? Alright. It's okay, I'm sorry. Don't be upset. It's okay. Sorry about that. Now she's probably seeing clear as day. And she's like, wow, everything's so pretty, thank you so much. Do you see this snake just biting itself right now? Look, she's trying so hard to get me that she's biting her own body. Let's get her back inside her enclosure. I don't want to stress her out too much. Ooh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Look, there's a fly on you. No, get off of her. Do you see the fly riding her? Get off of her. All right, the fly will get off, but it's fine. All right, we got the eye cap removed. That's awesome. I didn't see that before because, like I said, I hadn't handled her in quite some time since the last cleaning. Got some stuff in the track. Give me 1 second. I gotta get this cleared. All right, nice and secure. The force Cobra'S taken care of. It's a good thing we spotted that stuck eye cap because I didn't even know that was going on until we pulled her out. So now she can see clearly. She's nice and happy for the most part. She's still a little cantankerous. There's one more thing I need to clean in here, and that is the Russell's Vipers that we have right here from Pakistan. We've got a pair in here. You guys saw them eat recently, and after eating, they decided not just to go to the bathroom on the Aspen, but also in the water bowl. So let's get these two Russell's Vipers out of their enclosure, get them nice and secure inside a sink holding receptacle, and let's clean this enclosure. All right, guys, let's get these little Russell's Vipers out of their enclosure. I think we have one possibly hiding up on this lip right here, so we're gonna have to feel the lip. Oh yeah, there's a snake up here. I feel one of them, not sure which one. Let me see what's going on. Do we have another one here? Yeah, we got the big males right here. Oh cool, one of them went through shed as well, so that's good. And there's more poop back there, so they even go to the bathroom like crazy. All right, let's get this male out. Or no, is that the female? No, that's the male. Let's get this male out. Come here. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that snake. Such a gorgeous species of viper. Responsible for the most bites in all the world just because of how frequently they're found throughout India, Pakistan, Asia. The snake is found everywhere. Literally, there's actually a Russell's Viper that's found on Komodo Island where you find Komodo dragons. They are found throughout the land, and that is why they're most responsible for bites, just because they're a very common species in areas that have been developed somewhat, agricultural areas, anywhere where they can find the rats and they find themselves in the paths of people. Russell's right here at the top. There we go, look at that. Actually, the one I pulled out first was the female, and this is the larger male. He's coming down slowly. Let's see if we can just get that tail right there. There we go. Come here. Yeah, that's the male for sure. Look at that big long tail. And that's how we know it's a male, because that big long tail will be wrapping around the female during the mating season. Look at that. Such a beautiful snake. All right, guys, let's get this beautiful male back with his little lady. And you guys can check them out while I clean this enclosure. Oh yeah, these snakes are real healthy, going to the bathroom plenty, and that they're shedding is a good sign as well. Good growth coming their way. Let's see, move some stuff around. We've got another shed back here. Actually, this is a whole shed. Ooh, this is cool, look at this. Now it's all bunched up right here. Ooh, and I broke it. It was a whole shed, but it's all clumped up. Oh, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. All right, let me get this hide back there, move the Aspen around, and the biggest thing that I need to fix right now is this water bowl, because the water has been turned into poo-poo. So let's go get some fresh water. Before I leave, I'll put a lid on top of this container so Ruby doesn't have to wrangle any Russell's Viper today. Awesome, I'll be right back. Let me move the glass to the side. We're gonna put these Russell's Vipers back inside their enclosure. Let's see, move some stuff over here, a little bit over there. All right, let's see. What is going on, you beautiful, sexy, wonderful snakes? I cannot get over this. I've always wanted to have my own Russell's Vipers, and I've always worked with them at different collections, but for me to have my own pair of Russell's Viper, this is so cool. This snake is not just a beautiful snake, but a very important snake to have for breeding, because this snake could help with the creation of future anti-venom and research involving venom, and they're used for certain medications. So it's super important to breed snakes like this. It's vital to have snakes like this. Even the deadliest snakes on the planet that people feel, why is there the need to have snakes like this around? Why do we need to protect them? Well, in reality, these animals can benefit humanity. A lot of different venoms have been used to make medications for people. Some venoms have been studied to target cancer cells. So snakes have value. Snakes non-venomous or venomous, they all serve a purpose, and the biggest purpose they can serve to us is not just the potential for their venoms to be turned into medications and potential cures for cancer, but also the fact that these guys control the rodents around our homes. It is extremely important to have these guys because you don't want a bunch of rats that could potentially spread disease and parasites. So it's super important. And sadly, that's why the snake is responsible for so many bites, because it comes in looking in rural areas or villages for food, because sometimes people don't have the proper containers to house their food or grain or what have you, and these snakes come to the rats feeding on that exposed food. So I think the biggest solution could be not just removing snakes from homes, but also providing Tupperwares and bins, different things that can help house grain and different foods that attract rats to prevent snakes from coming into people's homes. So hopefully in the future we can help out a lot with stuff like that. Let's get this Russell's Viper back inside the enclosure so you can go back to hiding up on the lip of the enclosure. There we go. Get that snake right into the back of the cage because we have to put the other one back. All right, and now we got this female. She is just a cute little female. Look at her, sweet little thing. Look at that snake. What a beautiful animal. All right, I'm gonna put her right in the enclosure, back with her boyfriend. And hopefully, in the next year, maybe a year and a half, we'll have our first batch of Russell's Viper babies. Live birth, so they come out with clear sacs ready to go, no eggs. Super exciting stuff. Let me just lock this up. And before we wrap it up, let's come over here for a second. Just a little update on our little baby bush vipers from our gorgeous pair of bush vipers and our bioactive setup right here. They are all doing fantastic. Let me get this lid off real quick. Gotta be real careful, because like I said, nothing but a little gap for a fang to get through. Look at these guys, 5 beautiful little variable bush vipers. Such a cool species of snake. It almost looks like these guys are like a light blue with green. This one's a super light green, and this one's got like almost like a bluish hue to it. So I'm excited to see how these guys turn out as they grow and get bigger and bigger. I'm actually gonna be offering them their first meals today. Probably like the legs of pinkies if I can find pinkies small enough for these guys. But look at that, look at their cute little yellow tails used as a lure in the wild to bring in little froglets, whatever they can grab, little lizards. So definitely gonna have to feed them soon. Maybe we'll get that on film too. Check that out on Patreon. We're probably gonna be posting it there for our exclusive footage. All right guys, I'm gonna put these little bush vipers back inside the enclosure with their parents, because this is a locked, secure enclosure and I don't wanna have a Tupperware container out where people can just mess with them and potentially get bit. Let's see, Mom is hiding in that corner, so we're good to go. I'm gonna put that container right back in there. Very good, very good. Gonna lock this and secure it. All right, beautiful people, I will see you on the next one. If you guys want to see more exclusive content, check us out on Patreon to help support the channel, and also our future goal of opening up our facility for conservation and private tours showing you guys up close the beautiful animals that we've got, and also the future animals that we will have, like big crocs. So I'm super excited for that. Teespring, check us out on Teespring. Oh no, where's my own merch? Why am I doing this? If you guys would like to get your own Chandler's Wildlife merch, check us out in the link below, Teespring. And that's about it. I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you enjoyed. Stay beautiful, stay safe, but most of all, stay gangster. And don't forget to remove your eye caps. Ruth, how's your eye cap? You need me to remove your eye cap, Ruth?